this for so long. Guess that I was hoping you would prove all of my doubts wrong. I told myself that you would change if I was patient, but I should face it, I'm only a contingency, living in the pocket of your ripped up jeans. Save me like a backup plan. You don't want me till you finally sleep. You're drunk and alone and you're ruined by the phone. So you call me, acting like it's my responsibility. 3:30, 'cause you need me and you're lonely and I'm yours to keep, in case of emergency. I always was a fearful kid, was always on my mother's hip. She never had to question if I'd leave. Who I am she couldn't fix, 'cause I'm just a different kind of sick. And of all the kids God gave her me, I'd wake up while they would dream I'm in cold sweat, but I can't scream. And I could white knuckle all the way through this. I might be broken, but I'll say it's just bruises. I'm in the fire, but I don't gotta burn, 'cause one a day will bring me back to the earth. I don't need pity for the cards I was dealt. You say it's normal, like you think it'll help. And I'm not saying people don't have it worse, but if there's nothing wrong with me, then why do the pills work? One time I tried to cut it off, thought if I could last then I was strong, but I only started panicking again. It wasn't long until I knew that the diagnosis, it was true. I don't wanna break, so I'm learning how to bend. I'm not weak for
Hey, there we go. What's up, guys? Hey, everybody. Welcome to the PNC Live Studio. My name is Dylan. Afternoons here at Live 95.5. Who's been here before? No need to raise your hand. I know you've been here. Welcome, welcome. Any newbies here? Yeah, a couple guys. Welcome. Well, here's the thing. This isn't a special little, people that have been here, you know how special this place is. It's really cool. We get to see artists like in the past year, or 2 years, Benson Boone was here. There was maybe 11 people in the crowd for that. Now he's going to be playing Moda Center. We had Sabrina Carpenter in here, I think, twice, also playing for 11 and a half people. So this is a really cool, intimate experience that you're not going to really get anywhere else. But we only have one rule. Just make sure your cell phone is off, or your ringer and your flash are off. Your cell phone doesn't have to be off. Take as many photos and videos as you want, but make sure that ringer is off, because obviously we're doing a lot of taping here. Are you guys ready? All right, welcome to the PNC Live Studio, Haven, Madison. Come on, guys.
Hi. Okay, I have to shimmy in real quick. Hold on. Here we go. How are you guys doing? I'm glad. Okay, let me get my life together really quick. You never saw this. This is all a dream. Okay, here we go. All right. Well, hi. My name is Haven Madison. If you don't know me, I'm so excited to be here. This is going to be so much fun. I was actually listening to what Dylan was saying, and I was like, oh, that's encouraging, talking about Vincent and Sabrina and everybody. And
it's going to happen for you.
You know what? It will. That's what I'm saying, manifesting right there. But I've been doing music my whole life. If you don't know anything about me, I grew up in music. I've been writing songs since I could literally use a pen. And it's just always been my first love and my passion. And when I was 16, I went on American Idol, which was such a great experience. But amidst that experience, I was trying to also still have friends and be cool at high school, which just did not work well for me. But I broke up with this guy who was a loser, and his mom came at me and was like, "You better not write a song about my son." Like, straight up was like, oh, it was like a threat. And I was like, "Okay, ma'am." And I went home and I was like, okay, this is really upsetting. They all hate me now. I was really hoping for like a peaceful breakup. Nope, wrong. And I was like, oh, my feelings are so hurt. I can't write a song about him. Like, it's going to make it worse. And then I was like, there's a loophole. I'm going to write one about her. So that's what this song is. And it was one of the first ones I released when I got off of Idol. And it's just a fun tune we like to play. So if you know it, sing along. It's called How You Like Me Now. About the lyrics in my songs. God, it really hurt back then, yeah. And now it's something I can joke about. Yeah, karma's such a funny thing, 'cause every time it's gonna roll around.
How you like me, how you like me,
How you like me now that I'm up? There's enough in my cup, and it almost makes me sad how my smile makes you mad. Bet it sucks, hate my guts, run your mouth through the ground. You didn't like me then, oh baby, how you like me now? I can see the way you look at me. You know you're not discreet, and it always makes me laugh. You're a hater to the third degree. Take your theology and you can shove it up your ass. Ask me no questions, I'll tell you no more lies. Bitter for breakfast with jealous on the side. How you like me now that I'm up? There's enough in my cup. It almost makes me sad how my smile makes you mad. Bet it sucks, hate my guts, run your mouth through the ground. You didn't like me then, oh baby, how you like me now? Yeah. How you like me now? Yeah. How you like me now? I can hear the talk, the word on the street. You're running out of jokes, so the punching bag is me. While you toss, you turn, you lose all your sleep. Catch up on your Z's while I'm living out my dream. How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now? Yeah. How you like me now that I'm up? There's enough in my cup, and it almost makes me sad how my smile makes you mad. Bet it sucks, hate my guts, run your mouth through the ground. You didn't like me then, oh baby, how you like me now? Thank you guys.
Wow.
Wow.
So there's that. You should do this for a living.
You know, I think about it sometimes. I'm like,
Same.
maybe I'll take up singing, but my first love is definitely basketball. That's such a joke. I cannot play basketball at all. It's horrible. My height is wasted.
Well, I tell the same stupid joke every time, don't I? So,
Okay.
welcome to Portland. Thanks for coming.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Is this your first time in Portland? Have you been here before?
Been here before. I came here on tour last fall, but I didn't really get to see any of the city. I got to see much more this time, so it's been fun.
And we heard you got hooked up with an employee pass to somewhere.
Y'all, as a shoe lover, I went crazy. I went hard in the paint, you guys. And it was like 50% off.
Where'd you end up?
Okay, Adidas.
Okay.
I love Nike. I'm definitely going to make my way to Nike either in the morning or when I come back possibly on tour, but I can't say anything about that. But I love shoes.
Okay.
So any kind of shoe. I mean, I was in heels right now at the Adidas store. I was like, I swear I have shoe game. Ignore that this is a pointed toe heel. Okay?
So you're very much a songwriter. Do you have like a certain place you like to go to, or is it just whenever, wherever it comes to you?
Oh my gosh, I've never been asked that question.
Yeah.
That you should actually, like, yeah, I've been doing this long enough to where no question takes me off. That's a new one. I love that. Yeah, when I was younger, still living in my parents' house, we have a grand piano in our living room, and that was my favorite place to write songs. I'm such a night person. I hate the morning. Like, it's actually horrible. And so I would wait till everybody was asleep, like 10 p.m., and I would go up there, and that's when I would write the best songs. I actually got the piano tattooed on the back of my arm because I love it so much. So that has always been, I've always known that beauty comes from that space. And then since getting decent at guitar and being all over the world, now it's just whenever it comes to me.
And are you like a pen and paper kind of gal? Or you an iPad, or do you just do voice notes?
Okay, I wish I was pen and paper, but I changed my mind so much. Like, I swear I have, like, songwriter ADHD. I'm like, squirrel, or this, or that, in this melody. Let's change the key here. So, like, pen and paper would just be an absolute shit show. So I'm more of a notes girl on the phone. Notes or Google Docs because we can move fast. And then definitely voice memos. As soon as I get an idea, I turn it on, because the worst thing is when you write something really cool and then immediately after you're like, what did I just do? And I can't remember it. So I have to constant voice memo.
Is there any way, do you have your phone on you? Is there anywhere you can share a little just snippet of something you're working on?
Oh my gosh. My phone is in the green room. But
okay.
If it was handed to me, I would find some crazy, crazy voice memo in there.
Somebody go get it.
There goes Matt. Matt's like, let me
go
get the
get
phone.
it. We got to hear it.
It's in my purse.
It's one of my favorite things because I love hearing just, you singing, and then all of a sudden, 6 months later, we hear it on the radio and we're like, oh, that's what she was working on.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Now I'm scared. Wait, I'm scared. Okay.
All right, Matt, let's hear it.
Okay. Oh.
Do you have any idea what you're going to show us?
I have absolutely no idea.
Okay.
Let's take a look. First of all, let's see how many there are in here. All recordings. I have 1,524 voice memos. Okay. Hold on. See, a lot of these it just says pre-verse. I don't want to spoil a new song. Wait, let me scroll down. Okay, I also got into acting, and one of the ways I learn my lines is by wholeheartedly reading them to myself, and I voice memo it, and I listen to it back like it's a podcast, so there's a lot going on in here. Okay, I'm scared. This just says verse 2. Wait, let me test before I put this on the mic. Okay. I'll show you guys this. I heard this beat, and I was like, keep that going, and I just started recording this. I'd love to release a song eventually, but this is a voice memo.
I'd love to want my replacement, but I think I'm out of time. You got her down in your basement and got me out of your mind. You were Nikes, make yourself more like me. Now it's blue jeans, new girl means a new theme.
Yeah.
All right, because you said that, now you really have to go to Nike.
I know. I'm such a Nike person, but I also I'm just a shoe person. It's bad. It is bad.
Okay.
Like
we should talk to somebody about that.
I really probably should. Like, it's
but not here in Portland. We're gonna fuel your problem with employee discounts and no sales tax.
Dude, that's why I have Depop. I'm like, if I look at something and I don't immediately feel like I can make an outfit out of it, I'm like, put it on Depop, Haven. Let it go. You gotta let it go.
So at this point in your career, do you have dream venues that you want to play?
Oh yeah.
All right, put them out there.
Okay, Red Rocks, obviously. That's like a ton of people's dream venue. I grew up in Nashville. I'm in Nashville, so Bridgestone Arena is the arena in Nashville, and I grew up seeing my dad do shows there, and it's just so legendary to me. So that, and then Madison Square Garden is also obviously pretty high on there, and Wembley Stadium.
So very iconic venues.
Yes.
Who's your dad?
My dad was the lead singer of a Christian band.
Okay.
So I grew up in music, and I lived on a tour bus for the first 7 years of my life.
And he played Bridgestone Arena?
He did, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty fun, whatever. I can't give him too much credit. I'm like, it's fine.
On that same kind of, topic, like, who do you want to open up for?
Oh my gosh, I actually have a running list in my phone. I would love to open for Jessie Murph. I love her. I got to open for her for a show last summer, and it was amazing, and she was so cool. Love her. I love Olivia Rodrigo, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously, the pop girls, like, you can't, Taylor Swift, duh. Like, there's the obvious answers. Recently, I have been really obsessed with Lola Young. Her song Messy was incredible, and then I dove into her discography, and I was like, this is incredible. Her new song One Thing is actually the only thing that got me through running a 5K a couple weeks ago.
Oh wow.
It was so good. I was like, you have to keep running.
I've never heard a song that could get me through a 5K. So if you got something,
Oh my gosh,
send
I
it
have a
my
whole
way.
playlist. It was going from and Doechii. It was going like Lola Young, one thing, and then it was like Nissan Altima by Doechii, and then it was like Just Keep Watching by Tate McRae. I was like, girl, you cannot stop right now. The girls are watching.
Well, going back to what I was saying before you came out, Sabrina Carpenter's played this stage. Benson Boone, just like, was that 2 years ago, something like that? Jessie Murph played this same stage about a year ago, and now she's selling out the Moda Center.
Yeah.
You mentioned American Idol, and the suit said not to talk about it, but I'm going to anyway. No, just what's the biggest misconception when it comes to American Idol?
Ooh. The biggest misconception, there's honestly a decent amount. I would say one of the big misconceptions is like they made her sing that song. What? No, they didn't.
Oh, really? So you could choose whatever you wanted.
I mean, you had a list of cleared songs, like for legality reasons. But
okay.
Oh my God, it was so funny though. Like if I had a bad performance, they'd be like, they forced her to sing that song. I'm like, yeah, you guys be safe. Like, that's why it was so bad. It wasn't because I just had a bad song.
I just saw on your Instagram story there was somebody heard your song at a baseball stadium or something.
Yeah.
Like that? Where's the craziest place you've heard your song played? Like in a grocery store or?
Oh, it's hard because I get videos from other people. Actually.
Or where's the craziest place you've seen it played?
Okay, yes. That stadium was pretty crazy. That was pretty high up there. But the other day, and this is niche, but I'm going to be excited about it. Okay, the other day my uncle sent me a video, and he's in Food Lion, the grocery store in North Carolina, and he was like, "You're on the speakers in Food Lion." And he pans it up, and I can just hear my song, and he goes out loud, "That's my niece!" And that made me laugh so hard. I was like, guys, I made it to Food Lion. Somebody texted me about Kroger. I was like, I made it to Kroger. Like, when I make it to a Pilates class, I'll be like, yeah.
That's when you know you made it?
Success. If I'm dying in Pilates and I hear my own song, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to kudos to myself there.
You also, on your Instagram story, spoke on AI a little bit.
Oh.
So what's your thought as a songwriter, as an artist? What's your thought on AI?
Again, never been asked this question. I love this. I hate it personally. I think
all forms and fashion?
All forms and fashions. I know some people, I've been in some rooms where they, ask AI to write a second verse of a song about this, like Haven Madison would, just to give them ideas. And I'm just like, no, I just don't like it. I think that there is such beauty in humanity and the brokenness and the imperfection of humanity is what makes music so good. And we see that in so many different forms and fashions. Like, I can't remember which Adele song it was, but she ended up, you record a song and then you go back and do a fancy vocal and you really get it right. And she kept the day of recording because it was imperfect and that's what made it perfect. And I just think if we let a computer do everything, what's the point? I dislike it, but I also have devoted my entire life to this craft, so.
Well, you're a purist, so I think being a songwriter as well is why you probably feel that way. So
yeah,
that's
sure.
awesome. I'm going to stop talking now. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I think I heard this playing right before I came out here, but I have a song that kind of changed everything for me. First of all, I put off writing it for a year, and then I wrote it, and then I kept it a secret from everybody for another year. And then I finally was brave enough to post it online. And then I held it just a little bit longer because I was still scared. But I struggle with mental health a lot. I'm, again, human. And I've dealt with anxiety my whole life. I was in and out of a hospital for a year because they thought that I was going to have to get heart surgery. And then they were like, oh, wait, just anxiety, sorry. And dealt with different medications, gone to different therapies, tried all the things. And amidst all of that, I was so confused because the first thing everybody will say to you is, there's nothing wrong with you. It's normal. But if a pill is fixing what's going on in my brain, there is something wrong with me, is kind of what I was thinking. And it was just this weird process of being okay with something being wrong with me because something else can help that. And anybody who's gone through that knows that it's so complicated and it's the weirdest process ever. And I finally was brave enough to make a song of it, and I'm really glad I did. Just hearing everybody's stories about this song has been nothing less than inspiring, and it's kept me going. But yeah, to anybody who struggles with mental health, I literally can see every single one of your faces in this room, and I see you and I love you, and it 100% gets better, and it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to post on Instagram that you're not okay. You don't have to be perfect. Nobody says you do. So yeah, I am gonna play a song now.
Always was a fearful kid, was always on my mother's hip. She never had to question if I'd leave. Who I am she couldn't fix, 'cause I'm just a different kind of sick. And of all the kids God gave her me, I'd wake up while they would dream I'm in cold sweat, but I can scream. And I can white knuckle all the way through this. I might be broken, but I'll say it's just bruises. I'm in the fire, but I don't gotta burn, 'cause one day will bring me back to the earth. I don't need pity for the cards I was dealt. You say it's normal like you think it'll help, and I'm not saying people don't have it worse, but if there's nothing wrong with me, why do the pills work? One time I tried to cut it off, thought if I could last then I was strong, but I only started panicking again. It wasn't long until I knew that the diagnosis, it was true. I don't wanna break, so I'm learning how to bend. I'm not awake for finding peace. Don't you think I deserve sleep? And I can white knuckle all the way through this. I might be broken, but I'll say it's just bruises. I'm in the fire, but I don't gotta burn, 'cause one day will bring me back to the earth. I don't need pity for the cards I was dealt. You say it's normal like you think it'll help, and I'm not saying people don't have it worse, but if there's nothing wrong with me, why do the pills work? Oh, why do the pills work? No, no, it's clinical and medical, out of control, and it gets old, and God, I hate it. It's in my mind, it's all the time, it's hard to climb, it's my design, I can't fake it. It's in the air, it's everywhere, and it's not fair. And yeah, I'm scared, but I'm not breaking. I'm strong enough to open up. I don't need love, what's done is done, and I can take it. And I can white knuckle all the way through this. It's not a life that somebody just chooses. I'm in the fire, but I don't gotta burn, 'cause one day will bring me back to the earth. I don't need pity for the cards I was dealt. You say it's normal like you think it'll help, and I'm not saying people don't have it worse, but if there's nothing wrong with me, then why do the pills work?
Thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh, playing that one is so it's feeling. I'm such a sensitive person, and I'm such a I have so much empathy too. So playing that and just getting to see your faces, and it's just what music is about. And I'm so grateful that I get to share this with you guys. And this is just I'm gonna get emotional. I need to pull it together. Okay. But yeah, no. My life has been insane, and especially in the last year, so much has changed because of that song, and just because of my new willingness to be vulnerable, specifically online, because that has so much to do with music now, is putting yourself out there online. And when I was younger, one of my favorite YouTubers was Emma Chamberlain because I loved how human she was. She just didn't put up a front. She didn't put up a filter. She didn't always try. And one of my favorite artists still to this day is Miley Cyrus because you never feel like she's lying to you. She's just so real. And I always wanted to be somebody like that. And then I got older and, you know, so much of this success and just this crazy life happened to me from the age of 16 to now I'm 19, which is such formative years. And in that process, I was like, okay, you have to stay true to yourself. You remember who you want to be. But then every time I would post something honest, or I wouldn't have my hair done, or my mascara wouldn't be right, I would hear things people were saying about me at school, and I would like get so insecure, and I would put everything into a video, and if it didn't go viral, I thought that it meant I was like worthless. And I think that this new era of me and my music has been like, no, I'm human and that's okay. And that can be beautiful sometimes, and that can be songs like How You Like Me Now, and that can be songs like that little clip I just showed you that are just fun and anthemic and pop, and then it can be songs like this. But I'm so grateful for you guys for listening. It means so much to me, and it does more than you think. But this next one that we're gonna play is kind of the one that has really launched me into this new lane, which has just been so special. I have had not the best love life, as you could tell. I really gotta get better at picking them. But I went through a pretty rough breakup. I was with somebody that I genuinely, it's a canon event, I know, but I really thought that he was the one and he was forever. And so much in my life was changing, and so I put everything on the fact that that wouldn't change, and I held so tight to it. And I would go in these writing rooms with these amazing writers, and I would puff up my chest and be like, I swear I'm good enough. And then I would try to go to school, and to make everybody still like me, I would shrink and be like, I haven't changed, I'm the same. And it was just this weird process of like, I was rise and shrink and shapeshift and do everything I could to make everybody like me, and I forgot who I was in the middle of it. And to cope with that, I decided that if I just keep people this far and don't even let them know me, it's easier. Just give them surface level, just give them certain things that I pick and choose, let them think they know me, but keep everything hidden. Keep the negative, keep the positive, keep everything hidden. And yeah, it worked for a minute, but it was really lonely and it was confusing, and it made me believe that I would never fall in love again. So I wanted to write a song about that, and amidst writing that, I was like, you know what, no, there is going to be somebody that comes into my life someday that's going to be worth tearing those walls down, and they're not going to say that I'm unlovable for doing music, and they're not going to say they don't want the Haven Madison life, and me living on a tour bus won't be a rule breaker for them. And it's what led to this song, and it's my favorite. I just love it so much. It's hope dressed in heartbreak, and I have not met the person I wrote it about, but tall brunettes I like. Anyways, so yeah, this one is called Castle.
I pushed you away, and I'm sorry that I did. I thought you wouldn't want me anyway if you saw inside my head. Thought concrete walls that touch the sky would keep me far away from getting hurt. So I made them strong and lived my life, so damn sick of getting burned. And stone by stone, all alone, I never let nobody in. But you made me wanna believe again. Yeah, you made me wanna be free again. So give me a reason to give into weakness, and I might tear my castle down. 'Cause you, yeah, you made me wanna break out. I never thought I needed love, I never knew it needed me. to get screwed over, all messed up, the prototype of giving up on anyone that could have made me happy. So stone by stone, all alone, I never let nobody in but you. You made me wanna believe again. Yeah, you made me wanna be free again. So give me a reason to give into weakness, and I might tear my castle down. 'Cause you, yeah, you made me wanna break out. You made me wanna tear it all down and burn it to the ground, and then let down my guard, just don't let down my heart. And you made me wanna open the gates and then give in the faith of myself, hating, losing my faith. But you made me wanna believe again. Yeah, you made me wanna be free again. Give me a reason to give it a weakness, and I might tear my castle down. 'Cause you make me wanna break out.
Give it up.
Thank you guys so much.
Man. I need to really get some talent. Hey,
I'm dead.
thank you so much for coming and playing for us today.
Well, of course.
We really appreciate it. Did you have one more for us, or was that 3?
That was 3. I have
Okay.
another if you want it, but it's up to you guys.
Do you want it? All right. Let them have it.
All right. I'm actually excited you said that. This one is the next one I'm releasing. Super excited about it. Obviously, Horrible Love Life, yeah. Bad taste. And I was talking to this guy. It was the first guy I've talked to in straight up 2 years. All right. And I really don't let people in, and he was pretty, so whatever. We talked for, not being dramatic when I say 1 week, one singular week. But it's fine. 1 week, 30 songs, whatever. But we talked for, 5 seconds, and he's a country singer. So I was like, okay, I'll wear cowboy boots and I'll post a country cover, and then he'll see that I'm country and fall in love with me, is kind of what I was thinking. And amidst straight up plotting this man to fall for me, I was like, wow, I'm pathetic. Because he's not even my type. I've always said I would never date a musician, let alone a country singer. I've always said that wasn't my type. Love them, but I've always been no, I want an athlete, whatever. And I was like, wow, I really can love anybody but myself. And I was like, ooh, song idea. And I ended up making a song out of it, and it's funny, it's sarcastic, and it's one of my favorites, and I'm super excited to release it much sooner than you think.
'Cause I could love anybody. Ooh. Yeah, I can love anybody. Easy. You could break my heart so shattered. I would say, I guess I'm flattered. I would let you stay the night anyway. And you could say you hate my music. I would say I'll just undo it. Hold my tongue, I'll bite right through it if you stay. And I like to think I'm optimistic, but I might be a bit more masochistic. 'Cause I could love anybody. Ooh. Yeah, I can love anybody. Easy. I can love anybody. So make it hurt, make me learn I'm my own worst enemy. 'Cause I can love anybody but me. You could say I'm not your type, and I would change to what you like. I wouldn't think about it twice, 'cause I'm generous. You could make a fool of me, and you don't be sorry. Do what you do, I'll say thank you for the hell of it. 'Cause I could love anybody. Ooh. Yeah, I can love anybody. Easy, easy. I can love anybody. So make it hurt, make me learn on my own. 'Cause I can love anybody, anybody but me. Anybody but me. Yeah. 'Cause every time I try to change, I just give, and get no take. I got grace for a million days for anybody else. Yeah, I can love anybody. Yeah. I can love anybody. Easy, easy. I can love anybody. Make it hurt, make me learn on my own worst enemy. 'Cause I can love anybody, anybody but me. Anybody but me. Yeah. Anybody but me. Anybody but me. Anybody but me.
All right. All right, so now I'm going to tell you how this whole thing is going to work. Now that you've played our stage here at the PNC Live Studio, you're going to join the likes of Sabrina Carpenter, Teddy Swims, Benson Boone, Jesse Murph. You're going to blow up. Okay?
I'll do my best.
You're gonna end up at an arena, and you're never gonna come back to this place again. Okay,
No!
that's just how
Oh
it
my
works.
gosh, no.
Listen, we know. So before that happens, do you mind if we get a couple pictures with you?
Guys, yes, let's do it.
You got to get them now because she ain't coming back to this
You're
piece.
so
Okay.
full of it. You're so full of it. Oh, I'll be back.
Okay, you guys heard it. She said it. All right, we're gonna excuse you to the green room just for a second
Awesome.
while we line up. We're gonna line up back on the backdrop and you get some pictures with Haven. Okay, give it up one more time, Haven Madison.
I ride in cursive 'cause it makes me feel smarter. I wear my hair up 'cause it makes me look